Music producers, I had yet another great topic that was presented to me at curtiskingbeats.com/curspiration, where you can go ahead and make your suggestions. But basically, to paraphrase what this question was, it was asked, it said, Curtis King, what are the pros and cons of releasing a project with various artists, such as a DJ Khaled would do? Let's talk about it. Hold your DJ Khaled jokes. Music producers, you know, when it comes to being a music producer in 2017, when it comes to being sort of what I have branded a producer-nor in these days, what you have to understand is it's not unusual for you to have to wear many hats. Even what the definition of a producer is, people get that mixed up, and there's the whole debate between producer and beat maker, and we've already gone down that road many a times. But as of today, what a producer is, it's not necessarily somebody who hands the keys all the time. You know, you get a DJ Khaled who you don't necessarily see videos of him, on the keys or, on the drum pad, even though he has the capability of doing that. He basically is someone, as a producer, is more like a composer that brings these forces together that just sound good together. He knows what sounds good. He knows putting Bryson Tiller and Rihanna together on a song for Wild Thoughts is going to have a certain feeling, and it's just going to sound magnifique. It's going to sound wonderful. So that being said, that is the position he plays. Now, when it comes to us as independent music producers, we ask the question, okay, well, how do I get into this game of really having a project? Since I'm not a rapper myself, I'm not a singer, how do I create a project where I bring in various artists, and what are the pros and cons? Now, in the past, I have put myself in this position, and I have learned very, very much that when you are putting in all of the work, when you're making every kick, every snare, you're tweaking things, you're mixing, you're putting together, it's a very strenuous process. Even worse than that process of trying to put that project together is trying to bring all these different personality types together, not because it won't work creatively, because that's a whole other layer too, but because people work differently. And one week you may call one guy and you're like, yo, man, you said you was going to get this verse in for me. You still got me? Oh, yeah, I got you this week. Then the next person, yo, man, we getting ready to finish this song. Can you come get this hook for us? Oh, I got you. And then people keep falling by the wayside and you never can get it done. So when it comes to the pros and cons of a various artist projects, such as a DJ Khaled does, such as many DJs do when they bring together artists, the pros of it, honestly, are you're able to, have your brand be stretched out into many different fan bases. You're able to make sure that your brand is prevalent throughout all these different styles of music, because you have shown yourself to be the versatile figure that brings them all together. So it shows that you're, a producer that people should be working with. When they're listening to a song by their favorite artist and they're saying, man, this beat sounds amazing, I've never heard him over this kind of stuff, who's the producer? And your name comes up, it's a beautiful situation. More pros, let me think. More pros that come along with various artists' project. I think the networking is a great opportunity. I think that being able to build relationships and be able to be the bridge between relationships to artists and singers that never would have came together, you become that person that people are saying, yo, he knows what he's doing. We need him in the studio, even if he's not actually contributing, kick snares or keys. We need him in here as a visionary to bring these pieces together. So really, it can boost your brand. It can, show people that you know what you're doing. It shows people your versatility. Now, some of the cons, which I got many of those when it comes to various artist projects, because what you got to understand is when you think about a DJ Khaled, people want to be a part of this project. It's not them doing a favor for a DJ Khaled. When Khaled puts a song together, whether you like the guy or not, because initially I didn't understand him, even though y'all probably joking because you're saying he looked like my twin brother or whatever. Forget y'all. I want to say something else, but I ain't messing up my monetization for y'all. Anyways, people come to Khaled because they know when he puts something together, it's going to be huge. You're going to be hearing that voice, DJ Khaled. You're going to be hearing it all over your summertime songs, all over your radio stations, because that man knows how to put together a hit song. Whether you like him or not, doesn't matter. He knows how to put together a hit song. And people know that when they're looking, same way I tell music producers, if you're looking at your beats as real estate, when you export a beat, that's your real estate that can generate you income. It's the same thing when you have these hit songs, and now if you're an artist that's like, yo, I need a hit song that I can be getting, iTunes checks, streaming checks. I need to be getting checks from this hit song because I'm not an artist that necessarily makes hit songs like that. This looks like a great opportunity for you and your brand. You have something now that your children's children can be eaten off of. So they are coming to Khaled. They want to work with Khaled. They know he knows what he's doing. The labels also are working in collaboration because they know it's great for their bottom line. Because if you weren't a fan of Bryson Tiller, you were a fan of Rihanna, and you heard Wild Thoughts, you may say, you know what? I never really gave him a fair shot, but I'm going to listen to him now. But that's the beauty of having these various artist projects because, once again, people are crossing paths that never would have crossed paths before, and they're seeing, damn, this collaboration actually works now. So some of the cons, like I said, are really trying to get everybody on the same page. The industry is different because they're coming together and they want to be a part of this project. The business is all aligned and they know what the bottom line is. When you're trying to grab a bunch of multiple artists that have different demands upon their schedule, their time, some of them are eager to work with you. Some of them are like, I'll do you a favor. And it doesn't all work in perfect cohesion. So that being said, that becomes a very prevalent con, is trying to call all these people and bring them together when they're just not working together. Also, too, if you're trying to do a various artist project in your local area, there's some people who are honestly will be very beneficial to that project that don't want to be associated to any local acts. I'm no local act. I'm a worldwide act. I don't care what you guys say. I'm not a part of the general population. That's how they look. But they don't want to be a part of that, so then they don't want to work with you in that capacity, So those are some of the pros and cons that I can think of initially. For the most part, I think that if you're able to get everybody on the same page, you're able to bring everybody and they know what the goal of the project is, it could be something that's not even just monumental for you and in your brand, but it could be something that's really great for your area to show awareness. Like, yo, y'all need to come mess with us. Look at the talent that is sitting right here. But you have to understand your responsibility as the producer, as the maestro, as the composer, as the person that is in charge of this project. You're going to be having to do a lot of holding hands, a lot of phone calls just to bring it together. It's not impossible by any standard, but understand that it's going to require a lot of energy and a lot of work. And if this is not something you're passionate about, just get back in the studio and start making beats for your own stuff. Once again, it's another Curspiration. Dude, if you need some more of this juice, please go to the bottom below and subscribe to the channel. Be a part of the notification gang. Hey. Once again, we are canceling the Patreon campaign at the beginning of October because we're focusing all our efforts. Please focus in on Curtis King Beats rapper and producer community at curtiskingbeats.com/membership. We would love for you to be a part of us. We're having conversations like this on a regular basis, and folks are getting the one-on-one conversations that they really, really, really want and they need. So we would love to have your voice be a part of this. We see y'all in the comments. Notification gang, say something, say Sean. And this life, you will not be full of life until you decide to live life to its fullest. Curtis King, curtiskingbeats.com.
I can't listen to you. When I listen to you, it's a liability. Cause you be mentally killing my inner energy. So I'm concealing my feelings before you injure me.